Prepare tools. H1O airbag removal flat tool, wire harness clamp. Cross screwdriver, Torx T30 and T10, masking tape, pry tool. Use an airbag removal tool to poke the airbag holes on both sides of the bottom of the original vehicle tray. Push against the airbag spring inside the wheel. The airbag on the same side will release. Both airbag holes must be pressed to fully release the airbag. The airbag will then be completely removed. After the airbag pops out, turn off the power. In the screen settings, find Safety. Scroll down and select Power Off. Use a wire harness clamp or needle nose pliers to pull out the airbag connector inside the wheel. The airbag will then be completely removed. Attention! The connection plug of the steering wheel on the left should also be pulled out in the same way. Ensure both wire harness connectors are removed. Use the H10 tool to loosen the center axle bolt counterclockwise. Unscrew and remove it. The original steering wheel can now be taken off. Pay special attention. After removing the original wheel, don't move the clock spring, spiral cable in the car. Use masking tape or similar to secure the clock spring and prevent movement. If the clock spring moves, it may cause malfunctions. After reinstalling the wheel, disassembling original wheel components. Disassembling original wheel components. Remove the 4 large screws at the bottom of the wheel. Use a pry tool or hands to remove the U-shaped bottom cover. Remove 4 screws with a cross screwdriver. The front U-shaped trim will come off. Remove the ground wire screw inside the wheel with a cross screwdriver. Loosen the 3 large screws securing the airbag spring with a T30 tool. Disconnect the left horn connector. The airbag spring can now be removed. Remove the 2 screws inside the wheel with a cross screwdriver. Disconnect the left heating connector. Remove the heating wire harness from its slot. The bottom shell can now be detached. There are 4 clips on the buttons that need to be removed. The 2 in the middle. There is 1 button on each side. Secure the plate and push the bottom shell outward with force. The clips of the buttons can now be released. Then, remove the entire bottom shell from the back. Remove the screws of the buttons on both sides. Use the T10 tool to unscrew the 3 fixed screws on each side. There are a total of 6 screws. Then insert the 2 fixed clips of the wire harness onto the reel and remove them. The buttons have been removed. All the accessories of the original wheel have also been removed. Install the accessories of the original vehicle tray onto the yoke. Install the buttons on the new wheel. Check around the buttons to make sure there are no gaps. Make sure that the button's feet on both sides are securely fastened into the frame holes. Press the button with your hand below. Align the 3 screws with the key holes, and use T10 to tighten them halfway. The screws for the left and right buttons are operated in the same way. Tighten all the screws halfway. Check that the touch of the buttons are fine. After ensuring there are no gaps on both sides, tighten all the button screws. After checking and finding no problems, clamp the plug of the key wiring harness tightly into the corresponding hole on the disc. Align the bottom shell with the steering wheel and install it. Pay attention to adjusting the wiring harness at the position of the left button. Then fasten all 4 slots on the button tightly. Tighten the 4 large screws of the bottom shell. with a crosshead screwdriver. The bottom shell screws must be tightened properly. Make the bottom shell fit seamlessly with the frame on all sides. Check and confirm that the bottom shell and the plate are tightly attached without any gaps. Firstly, insert the heating wire harness into the plate. Clamp the connecting socket tightly into the slot on the left bottom shell. The wire harness is also clamped tightly in the wire slot. The heating wire must be laid out on the plate, as shown in the video. The heating line should be placed as close to the left as possible. For the U-shaped decorative cover part, the wiring harness should be kept short, and the excess wires should be placed in the coil. Fasten the U-shaped decorative cover. After adjusting the U-shaped decorative cover to be fastened, without any gaps, screw on the screws. Hold the U-shaped decorative cover with your hand. Tighten 4 screws on the back with a crosshead screwdriver to fix it. Firstly, unscrew the bottom 2 screws, and then unscrew the top 2 screws. Fasten the U-shaped bottom cover on the back. Tighten the screws on both sides of the plate with a crosshead screwdriver. Tighten and fix the screw of the ground wire inside the disc with a crosshead screwdriver. Clamp the plug on the wiring harness tightly into the corresponding hole position. Then the airbag spring can be installed. Install the airbag spring into the disc. Tighten the 3 large fixing screws with T3O. The screws are relatively long and all need to be tightened to the end. Plug in the speaker interface properly. The airbag spring needs to be pressed at different positions to check if it is tightened properly. The pressing force should be the same, and the rebound interval should be 1 to 2 millimeters. If the screws are not tightened properly, continue to tighten them in place. All the accessories on the yoke disc have been transferred and installed. It can be installed on the vehicle. Remove the masking tape that fixes the hairspring. Align the steering wheel with the axle slot and install it. Tighten the central shaft screw clockwise with H10. Find security in the screen settings. Pull down and select to turn off the power. Plug in the connection plug of the left steering wheel again. Plug in the airbag plug. Align the 2 snap positions of the airbag and fasten it tightly. The horn is normal. The key function needs to be tested. All functions are normal. The yoke disc installation is complete.